You can't leave Franklin without visiting Frank, and that would be Frank's Cider Bar and Cafe and the Jane Franklin Memorial Museum and Gallery. And that's where I found my way on this wonderful afternoon in Franklin here in southern Tasmania. So I'm going to take you inside and just give you a little tour, and I might even taste a little cider, which is what I understand that they are actually quite famous for. So I'll read a little bit about this. This is located in the idyllic Huon Valley town of Franklin, just 40 minutes drive south of Hobart, overlooking the Huon River. And they go on to say that free tastings of Frank's multi-award winning ciders complement the Huron Valley country style menu full of organically grown produce. Prepare to feast on seasonal delicacies such as smoked salmon from the pristine Huon River and fresh Tasmanian scallops. Wow, that sounds good. Seasonal fruits are the focus of the dessert menu, with cider featured in many dishes such as Frank's famous apple cider dishes. And it goes on to say that Frank's cider is made from apples and pears grown on the Clark family orchard in Franklin, where they've been farming since 1836. Naomi Clark Port, the family's fifth generation apple and pear farmer, started making Frank's cider, naming it in honor of her grandfather, Frank Clark, which has won national awards and sold Australian-wide. Discover the family and region's apple growing history as you wander through their museum. After lunch, take a stroll along the banks of the Huon River and drop into the Wooden Boat Center, or take a cruise along the Huon Valley. And there you have it. There's Frank's Cider Bar and Cafe. Oh, this should be a wonderful visit. So let's go on inside and take a look. Wonderful. And they're open. So I bet this is a wonderful place to just come and sit and relax, spend some time chatting with a friend. Look at this place. Quite a bit of charm. Look at that. 1920s. That picture of the gentleman up there, that's Frank. Frank in the orchard at Woodside. There he is. Wonderful. Fruit buyer at Woodside in the 1940s. Maybe I can give you a nice close-up of that. Boy, those were the days, huh? And this would be Frank's brother Algie in the orchard at Woodside. Boy, I'm tempted to go over to Woodside. And there's Frank's wife May in the orchard at Woodside, 1925. Look at that, 1925. Wonderful. Boy, what a nice little place. What a beautiful, beautiful little place this is. And over here you have, this is the family group harvesting apples. Look at these folks here. Fantastic. No shortage of places to sit and enjoy yourself a nice meal. Who was Frank? Frank was the third generation of the Clark family to tend the orchard at Woodside, North Franklin. His grandfather was the first permanent white settler in Franklin in 1836. He was born in 1894 and lived in Franklin his entire life. Wow, look at this. Look at the nostalgia in this room. Now, I don't know if I can share some of these images with you, but perhaps I can if I just kind of rotate the camera a little bit and share some of these. Look at that. Wonderful. Well, they have all types of memorabilia here. Early cherry pitter and apple cores. Here's the SS Melba, was built in 1921. Wow. Very nice. Okay. Look at some of these. $1940. And here's Sid Wright with a load of fruit. Oh, what a nice place. Look at this. No, I don't think those are real apples. No, they're not real apples. Look at that. Thought they would come. Wonderful.
It's a really ridiculous thing to do to yourself. I can't, it's so bad, I just...
Boy, all types of wonderful memorabilia in this room.
I wouldn't something else. No, I wouldn't unfriend someone
All
for
right.
it, but if it's...
So we got sorting in the orchard.
As an old person, as a young person, I'd be disturbed. I don't like people sleeping in.
Very nice.
They're wasting their day.
Now I think we got to.
They tend to not
Now I think we got to go try some.
Their body doesn't work right.
We got to go try some apple cider. I think. Look at that. Oh, you can get all types of good things here. Look at that. Oh, that would be a nice souvenir right there. That key ring. Fantastic. Oh, this is a wonderful place to just come and sit and do a little work. Very nice. Okay. All right. So I think there's a gentleman back here that may be able to help me out. Hey, good day, mate.
G'day, how are you?
Good. Your name's Ollie?
Oliver.
Oliver. Nice to meet you, Oliver. So you're the owner here, huh?
No, I'm not the owner, no. I'm just
I'm teasing you. I'm just teasing you. So what would you recommend? This is nice to meet you. My name's Tom. And do you live here in Franklin?
I live in Huonville.
You live in Huonville?
I live
That's
in
just up the
Huonville. I
road,
grew
right?
up in Judbury though.
Uh-huh.
And I grew up in Judbury for 16 years, moved to Huonville with my mum,
Yeah?
and I've been living in Huonville since.
Do you realize how lucky you are to live in this part of the world?
I love it. I've travelled out of Australia for a
Have
little
you?
bit. Yep, went to Europe, travelled around a bit and came back.
Were you born here in Tassie?
Yes, my mum and dad were living in Glen Huon when I was born, and then they moved to Judbury, so I've lived here my whole life.
So as I told you, I'm doing a YouTube video, and I want to share something special about this place, and I guess I should try some cider, right?
Yeah, would you like to try some now?
I would. Now your cider is, excuse my ignorance, but it's non-alcoholic, right?
No, all our cider is alcoholic.
Oh, your cider is
Yeah,
alcoholic.
Yeah, it's alcoholic. Unfortunately, we don't do a non-alcoholic one.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll give it a little. Taste.
Yeah, well, let me get some glasses for you.
Yeah. Let me taste this. So I'm going to. You know, I gave up drinking probably about 7 years ago.
Oh, really? So you're sure you want to...
I'm sorry?
You're sure you want to try it then?
Just a little piece. A little bit's
I'll
not
give you
gonna...
a little bit of what we've got on tap, so what for here. So this is the cherry pear cider.
Uh-huh.
It's our lowest in alcohol and our sweetest one.
Okay.
So that's cherries and pear in it.
Uh-huh. That's the cherry and the
So
pear.
as you can see, it's a nice dark red color there.
Okay. Well, let me give this a. I'll give this a shot. Why? Now I'm going off the wagon here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm I'm going off the wagon, but. Ooh.
You like that one?
Boy, that's good. What's your favorite?
Mine on tap would be the cherry pear.
The cherry pear?
Yeah, but we do have two off tap, an autumn reserve, which is an apple cider aged in oak barrels for 18 months. It's a drier apple cider, and I really like that one probably the most.
Okay, let me try that one.
Yeah, I'll go get you some.
All right, here we go, folks. You know, when in Franklin, do as the Franklins, right? And have some cider. So I'm not going to be able to say that I haven't had a drink now for 8 years. I'm going to have to, how could I not? I mean, seriously, how could I not taste this? It looks, Oh boy, that's really good. And what do we have here?
This is the autumn reserve. That's an apple cider aged in oak barrels for 18 months. Stronger oaky taste to it. As you can see, it comes in a nice big bottle. There
Wonderful.
we go. That's 6.2% alcohol in this one.
Okay, I'll give that a shot. You've been doing this a while. You're a natural at this. You
Yeah,
know?
I've been here for a little bit doing
No
tasting.
wonder why your colleague was a little bit camera shy, and she wanted you to do this. So let's give this a taste here.
That is a drier one.
Now what's in this again?
So that's apple cider.
Apple
aged
cider.
in oak barrels for 18 months.
Oak barrel for 18 months. Wow. Okay. Now do you have hue and pine barrels?
Huon, I don't believe so. But
No. All right. Oh, let's give this a taste. Boy.
That's my mum's favourite one as well, that one.
This is
She
good.
loves that one.
This is really, really good. All right. Well, thank you, mate.
That's
I
all
appreciate
good.
it.
Did you want to try any more?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down and relax for a little bit,
Yeah, no worries.
and maybe have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, most
right?
definitely.
You have coffee, don't you?
Yeah, we most definitely have coffee. Yep.
All right. So, can you make me a flat white?
Flat white?
Let me get a flat white with a sweetener.
Yeah, most definitely. We can do
All
that
right.
for you.
Sounds good. Thank you, mate.
No worries.
All right. So there you have it, folks. There's your visit to Frank's. To Frank's here in Franklin, Tasmania. Oh boy, that is really, really good. Have a great day.